Good evening, everyone. My name is Ashwati Sushila Devi. I work as a business analyst in education technology, innovation, and teaching and learning. I have to express my gratitude for letting me speak at this prestigious event. Um, I also got an opportunity to briefly speak about the Edtech innovation in teaching and learning. To start with an introduction, I have been working as a business analyst in higher education technology for the last 4 years. And my profile deals with basically gathering requirements from the stakeholders like faculty and students and other supporting staffs and meeting their requirements with some technical solutions. To start the presentation, let's define what education technology is. So the Association of Education Communications and Technology defines education technology or Edtech as the ethical study and application of theory, research, and practice to advance knowledge, improve learning and performance, and empower learners through strategic design, management, implementation, and evaluation of learning experiences and environments using appropriate processes and resources. To summarize it, EdTech or education technology encompasses all the software and hardware utilized to educate students on a virtual level for improving the learning experiences. To talk about the significance of EdTech in higher education, we all know that EdTech is gaining huge popularity among higher education institutions where there is considerable investments made in acquiring new education technology, especially post-COVID. So it is mainly because it opened the avenues of flexibility and accessibility in a very cost-effective manner. Personalized learning, which is adaptive with AI-driven tools, students can learn from anywhere and not necessarily restricted to the four walls of classrooms. So there is flexibility, there is cost effectiveness, and there is accessibility, and also you get a very personalized learning experience, and it has completely revolutionized our traditional way of teaching. And I would like to take this opportunity to introduce some of the edtech platforms or softwares that are quite popular among the higher education institutions, which has changed the or revolutionized the digital pedagogy forever. The virtual classroom. The COVID pandemic that hit the world in the beginning of 2020 forced educational institutions to shift their gear and move from the physical classrooms to virtual ones due to safety concerns. We saw a paradigm shift in the teaching and learning approach during the lockdown period. And as the proverb goes, necessity is the mother of invention. Software like MS Teams and Zoom that were traditionally used for meetings and internal communication within an organization suddenly adapted itself into an online classroom setting where teachers and students exchange course materials in a synchronized manner. And MS Teams, especially, has brought in so much innovation into their Teams education version that it could rival any learning management system. And some of the other notable virtual classroom software platforms are Zoom, WebEx, and Google Classroom, etc. Learning Management System or LMS. LMS is a structured learning platform that holds the courses, training materials that users can access. So when I say users, it could be teachers, it could be students, it could be the administrative staffs. Uh, they all have access to it, to the LMS in a particular institution. And it's a very centralized digital hub that helps educators or the faculty to manage, deliver, and track all the learning materials in a very efficient manner. Uh, for the students can use this platform to access the course materials. They don't have to carry heavy textbooks anymore. So everything is available in the LMS system. And they can also do their assessments through it. They can submit their assignments. They can attend the quizzes. Everything can be done through. They can attend discussion boards. There are so many discussion boards which encourages students to have discussion on a particular topic, and the faculty can monitor it. So many things. There's so much of potential in an LMS platform. And apart from the teaching and learning aspect of it, there is also an administrative part of it, where the administrator can use LMS as a form to uh, uh, do the unenrollment of students and tutors for a particular semester. It kind of streamlines the administration, and it reduces a lot of manual labor through automation. And another aspect of LMS is the data analytics part, where the student's progress is analyzed and gauged, and the faculty can make informed decisions based on that. They can develop a personalized learning plan for them, and this also allows them to use, have the grading and feedback also done through the LMS platform for the faculty. And to say some of the popular learning management systems available in the market are like Brightspace, which is developed by D2L, Blackboard, Moodle, Canvas, etc. Next, let's talk about plagiarism detection software. A plagiarism detection software is essentially a software that detects copied or paraphrased content. To uphold academic integrity, all students are advised to submit their assignments through the plagiarism check software, which detects plagiarized content, paraphrased sentences, copied codes, AI contents, etc. So these software would be available in the LMS, and students would be advised to submit their assignments through the software. And immediately once they submit, the software compares this with their work with the database that the software possesses, and it produces a similarity report. The similarity report will contain the score, which indicates the copied content percentage. And every institution will have an academic integrity policy that permits certain level of similarity score. And anything beyond that, the student is in trouble. They'll be asked to resubmit the assignment, or maybe they'll have to face the academic integrity office. There'll be repercussions to that. Now, this is mainly to encourage students to produce original work, and especially these days when there is so much of content available online, AI chatbots and everything. Students are extensively depending on AI to finish their assignment, and these plagiarism detection softwares are crucial in ensuring a fair assessment. It is also an excellent grading tool, and some of the plagiarism detection software that are available are Turnitin, um, CopyLeaks, CopySpace, etc. Now the next is exam proctoring software. Before attending an online exam, a student is advised to download and run the Lockdown browser and monitor software. It logs and freezes all the other tabs on the system except the quiz window, the exam window. And the student won't be able to access any websites or any social media or any online study materials or the LMS portal or anything. Everything will be frozen, and the student will be only able to focus on their exam, thereby preventing any instances of cheating. The monitoring tool, which is the another part of the proctoring tool. First is the lockdown browser, then next is the monitoring tool. So the monitoring tool may have like it could be there will be a personal proctor would be observing the student, or it could be AI proctoring, where these days AI proctoring is quite popular because personal proctoring is very expensive. So a much cheaper option is to have AI proctor the exam, and basically scans the environment, where the student is sitting for the exam. It scans the room. It makes the student to have a 360 view of the room, and it observes the eye movements of the student. It observes the bodily movements of the student, and any suspicious activity is immediately flagged, and it is immediately reported to the um, faculty who is responsible for the exam. And if it is going beyond a certain level of like, if there are multiple flags in a very short period of time, then the exam is immediately shut down, and the student is not allowed to uh, they are not allowed to appear for the exam anymore, and then it will be dealt with the academic integrity office. Um, so some of the proctoring, the exam proctoring tools available are Respondus Lockdown Browser and Monitor, Proctorio, ProctorU, etc. So this is it's a very good investment, especially when there are a lot of online exams happening. We can definitely It's definitely recommended to have a lockdown browser and monitor, especially the lockdown browser installed before taking the exam. Coming to the list of the software, this is the final software in our list, and it says accessibility friendly software. An accessibility friendly software offers text to speech or TTS solution that allows the written content to be read out loud. So this aids students with learning disabilities like dyslexia or physical impairments like visual or hearing impairment. They can access all these course materials and learn independently. It also offers great deal of customization. So many features are available, like they can adjust the speed, adjust the sound, the pronunciation, etc., according to their preference. And all these software, like whatever software we discussed, the plagiarism, the accessibility software, the long-term browser, everything is integrated with the LMS. And the students can access through their laptop or mobile device, etc. It's compatible in all those devices. And it also offers the TT solution also offers multilingual. Most of the TT solutions offers multilingual support. So if you're a non-native speaker, it automatically transfers to the language of your preference and then helps you understand the concepts. And such great innovations, it increases the confidence of students with disabilities, and it makes them independent without relying too much on their peers or faculty. And some of the TT solutions that are available in the market are like Rate Speaker, and then Speechify. Those are like great tools for students. Uh, so since we have discussed about some of the main edtech solutions that are available, now let's see what are the challenges associated with. So the main challenge is the huge investments that comes with edtech solutions. So if it is if you're talking about an individual student, like it is a very cost-effective way to learn. But when you think about the scalability in terms of a university or a college where there are students, like maybe there are like more than 20,000 students, uh, there's a huge investment to promote ethics solutions there. You have to invest in infrastructure, in the IT infrastructure, the hardware part of it. Like you have to provide students with laptops, VR sets, Wi-Fi should be there in every corner of the campus. And then when it comes to software, there is huge subscription fee, or it could be subscription fee, or it could be annual licensing fee, and then there is the maintenance part of it, and then the upgradations. So yeah, all these things will constitute a huge cost for the institution. So you need to make informed decisions there. You have to first understand the requirement of your institution, and then get the software. If it is absolutely necessary, then get it. So that is where the challenge of cost comes. Next is too much of tech dependency. Like everything is Wi-Fi based. Like, you need to have strong Wi-Fi. If there is internet out in between your online exam, you won't be able to write the exam, and there is a downtime, or there is a website maintenance, then you'll have to compromise the classes. So yeah, there's too much of tech dependency there. Um, but another major challenge associated with all these solutions is that there is a huge risk of data security. Um, Sensitive data, like you collect all the sensitive data from the students, and if it is not protected properly, then there could be a breach, and all the sensitive data would be lost, and it could actually, students could sue you for that. So institution have to, they have to make sure that there is strict data data protection code maintained. Then there should be multi-level, multi-phase authentication should be there. So all these complaint codes needs to be developed, and in order to protect the sensitive data. The final challenge when we talk about edtech solutions is the lack of human communication. Like that when you talk a lot about virtual classrooms or online platforms, there is, we are slowly drifting away from the traditional classroom setup, where there is a lot of interaction between the students, among the students, between the teacher and the students. And when there is too much dependency on tech, that the the influence of the teacher on the students, it's comparatively coming down. So yeah, that is another perceived challenge associated with edtech solutions. So we are nearing the conclusion of the presentation. So we discussed about edtech. We also discussed about some of the edtech solutions that are available, and also previously we briefly discussed about some of the challenges that are associated with it. Now let's see what the future is all about for the edtech. One of the interesting or exciting development is using AI to develop a personalized learning experience for the student. It's called an intelligent tutoring service, where the AI uses all the data that is available about the student, like the real-time performance, the student's preferences, their pace of learning, and analyze it, and then make a customized tutoring plan only for the student. So it will be different for different students. So that is one great thing that we can expect. It's already there. Another exciting thing is gamification, which I personally really like. So gamification in higher education is where the students' participation and engagement is encouraged through participating in games, like elements like have leaderboards, have point systems for answering the questions, have different challenges, and give badges and clear levels, just like in video games. So this will be very interesting for the students. They'll get to learn complex concepts, but in a very fun manner. Um, uh, and finally, we have to talk about the VR, that is the virtual reality. which creates an engaging and immersive learning experience for the student, especially students of health and community services. The game designs, they all uses VR a lot, um, and it helps them understand many concepts that through realistic simulations. um, so these are some of the things that we can see quite popular in the near future. Um, so that brings to the conclusion of this presentation. So we discussed about various. We discussed about education technology. We discussed about some of the edtech solutions. We discussed about some of the challenges that are associated with it and what the future has in store. So I think I have to thank each one of you for sparing your time, and thanks again for letting me participate in this conference. Um, and I hope you all have a great rest of the evening. Thank you.